In the early history and even in the prehistory of this program, we usually tell the saga how it came into being. And Harry, you met Menachem Magidor and you talked to him. You met Moshe Victor and you talked to him. You met myself and we talked over the years. And finally, we knew vaguely what we want to do. There was this kind of a leadership development program in Western Australia, there are other places, and that is what we wanted. But really to make it work, to adapt it to the local circumstances, to adapt it to this kind of a community of leaders which is different from the other places. For that we needed somebody who would be thoughtful, who would plan, who would have the vision. And this was done by one and the only one, Amalya. And she has been with the program, and Menachem, you said that she accompanied it. No, we accompanied. She is it, the program. Amalya.
Hi everyone. It's really a very emotional moment for me, as it is every year, and it is never diluted, it's never reduced. I cannot stop feeling tears in my eyes when I stand here, greet the family, and say goodbye to cohort number 7 now. So I'll start now formally. Dear Sylvia and Dr. Harry Hoffman, Sue, Josh, and Alana, dear Hebrew University President, Professor Ben Sassoon, Hebrew University past President, Professor Hanoch Gutfreund, and Hebrew University past President, Menachem Megiddo. Really an honor to have this leadership here together with us, not very common. Dear graduating 7th Hoffman cohort, Hoffman fellows, families, and guests, welcome all. Lovely to be together. This year is a celebration year at our program, as if other years are not celebrations. We have passed the 3-digit number, the 100th number of Hoffman fellows, and now we can look proud at the qualities and achievements of this incredible group and indulge. While doing so, I want to talk about something that we all share with the Hoffman family, and this is dreaming. This is a concept that combines our realities with our wannabe realities. It allows us to explore wishes, confront complexities, and imagine deep and far into new directions. For some of us, it encompasses our vision, and for others, it is a step toward a reality change. Many times our dreams are rooted in our past, what we have experienced and what we did not manage, for many different reasons to experience. For others, dreams are something that of an entrepreneurship, something that we have the ability to see while many others don't, something that we deep in our hearts believe in, where others do not have these strong beliefs. However, regardless of the origins of our dreams, the process of turning them into reality is far from being a simple journey. From the research literature, we learn that stories of successful entrepreneurs combine a set of important components that together generate a successful construct. We start with an idea. Entrepreneurs are rich with ideas and have the capabilities to be original and non-conservative. Goals is the second component. They can set goals and are able to find original and decisive ways to reach these goals. Resources are important too. They can generate the various resources needed for their entrepreneurial journeys from others that manage to attract and commit to their goals. People. They know how to become a magnet for people who believe in their goals and are willing to support their entrepreneurial journey. Courage. They are courageous people. Not that they do not fear, but they have the ability to look at the fear directly in the eyes and manage to overcome it. Ability to value and confront mistakes. They know that mistakes are a part of an entrepreneurial journey and are ready to embrace them while learning the needed lessons. And leadership. Well, obviously, they are leaders. And all of us in this group are united by being dreamers. And most of us, for all of us, it matters. We are constantly challenged by various events that cannot allow us to stay without an expressed opinion or keep us thinking. This is being members of the Israeli society. We live in a highly political society where almost every personal choice we make is political, and where we care about and want to change so many things and issues. Living in Israel means also that we are all embedded in a dense network of friends and colleagues, where information is transmitted fast and where opinions are shared in many social circles and are crystallized through close discussions of intense interest. We can say many things about the hardships and challenges that we all confront just by being members of the Israeli society. But there is one great advantage that we share: our social connections that represent various layers of social circles: the schools, youth movements, the army, the university, and our social and political activities. Each layer of activity brings with it many ties to meaningful others that agglomerate to sheer value for each one of us. Due to the density of our networks, the intersection between the networks are numerous and become the basis of self-meaning and self-actualization. This is why an Israeli cannot cognitively frame his or her social exchange in artificial discussions about the weather or about the plans for the summer vacation. This is why we are constantly pushed to be active on so many fronts, and this is why we have the seeds for activism at all levels. The social infrastructure in which we are all embedded, coupled with the self-determination and social commitment of the Hoffman Fellows, leads to the natural formation of social leaders who share a sense of responsibility and of deep conviction in their role in society. This is where I come back to you, my Hoffman Fellows. You all share the special qualities of entrepreneurs with a strong self-meaning and drive for self-actualization in a tightly nested fabric of social networks. And you have one other quality that I want to add, and this is modesty and humbleness. To me, this is the special beauty of our Hoffman community. Abilities, determination, deep analytical and critical thinking, coupled with modesty and humbleness. This is how dreams come true. This is how we follow and translate the dreams Sylvia and Harry had for us. A special or unique equation of quality. Thank you all for being what you are. So this is my time now to say thank you. To our beloved and special Hoffman family who had this dream for us and made it possible with their loving generosity, so we can also fulfill our dreams. Thanks for coming every year from the faraway Australia to celebrate with us and show your care and love. Thanks to Professor Hanoch Gutfreund, who will receive the highly prestigious Bublik Prize this year for many years of contribution to the social arena beyond his contributions to science and to our university. Yeah, I think we should applaud you. Dr. Yosefa Tabib Khalif has a history and unique and meaningful social actions and achievements in the area of gender and ethnicity that makes her a leader to learn from and cherish. We are blessed with her invaluable contribution to the group's challenging topics, incredible speakers, and intense group discussions. That's time to thank Yosefa. I also want to thank the past presidents who supported the group and the program from the very beginning. Professor Megiddo, who had the beginning, the vision, and was generous to invite me to start to think about the program. And Professor Ben Sasson, who is expressed this year a strong support in our program, and in doing so signaled the values that he sees in our Hoffman community. Toda rabah to both of you. And last but not least, Lital. Thank you for your endless dedication and contribution to the Hoffman program. Lital is the one that coordinates sophisticatedly the program with a clear understanding of the culture, history, and value we share. In her own way, that I can denote as a phrase that we can call the Lital made to perfection way. Thank you, Lital. Thank you all. Thank you all for what you are in qualities and dreams and in all that connects them. Be blessed for your personal and joint responsibility journeys, and I'm sure you will all keep the pride in our community and in the Hoffman legacy alive for many generations to come. We are proud of you all. Thank you.
Now I want to tell you a short story which I told yesterday to a small group at lunch, but I want to share it with everybody here now. See, a few years ago I visited Perth, the hometown of Sylvia and Harry, the Hoffman family, and representing the university, and I visited the Jewish school that was then called the Carmel School. Now it is the Hoffman School. It is an excellent school, one of the best in Australia. Now in that school I talked to the high graders, the 11th, 12th graders. I talked about the university, I talked about Einstein, what else do I know? And then at the end of that lecture, a young student from the school, a boy from those class, walks up to me and tells me, "Do you know who my grandfather is?" No, I didn't know who his grandfather was, and he told me, "My grandfather is Harry Hoffman." So this grandson, since then, grew up, made Aliyah. Now there is also Ilana, a girlfriend sitting next to him. And Joshua Saddick will say a few words in the name of the family. Josh.
Professor Menachem Ben Sasson, Professor Hanoch Goodfreund, Professor Menachem Megiddo, Professor Amalya Oliver, Mr. Moshe Victor, my Nana and Zeta, Dr. Harry, but don't ask him for a heart transplant, and Mrs. Sylvia Hoffman, my mum, Susan Hoffman, my girlfriend Alana, program staff, Lital and Yosefa, friends, current and past cohorts, and most importantly, the 7th graduating cohort of Hoffman Fellows. It's a pleasure to be here with you all and to address you on behalf of my family. As you now know, I'm Joshua Saddick, the extremely proud and only grandson of Harry and Sylvia Hoffman. This is now the 5th graduation ceremony that my mum and I have attended, and each year we're all blown away by all of the accomplishments and achievements by the cohorts and staff of this highly regarded program, of which we're tremendously proud. I'd like to share a story of mine and Alana's recent trip to Poland with a New York-based organization called the Brownstone. Together with 40 other young professionals, we had a highly intensive 4-day tour of 5 cities, numerous concentration camps, and historical sites. The highlight of the trip for me was our emotional visit to Auschwitz-Birkenau, where my Zeta and his father survived, and his mother, 2 sisters, and millions of Jews perished for no other reason than being Jewish. At the site of the ruins of the crematoria, I called my Zeta on a video call and we said Kaddish together. It was the first time any family member had ever been back to Auschwitz. I left that place of such depravity and darkness with such happiness that we gave our dear family the farewell that they deserved. Rather than being understandably enraged or depressed, given the magnitude of the loss we experienced there, I realized that our greatest revenge and duty is to live as fully and completely as possible, having families, as many of us are having multiple children, which is fantastic, and to make the world a better place. It is for this reason that my Nana and Zeta have chosen to bestow this program upon yourselves, the fellows, the Hebrew University, and most importantly, the State of Israel, to provide you with the educational opportunities that were robbed from my Zeta and so many others during the Holocaust. To the program staff, I would like to firstly extend a huge congratulations to Professor Gutfreund on his upcoming and highly prestigious Bublik Prize in recognition of his contribution to Israeli society. To give you some idea of how prestigious this prize is, the last recipient of this prize was former President Shimon Peres last year in 2015. Amalia, we were all so happy to hear of your decision to continue leading this program after 10 years. We know how close this program is to your heart, having led it from its inception, and it's a privilege to have you continuing in your post. Thank you. Mital and Yosefa, we thank you for your absolute professionalism and expert administration of the Hoffman program. It's always a pleasure to see you, and we want to thank you for your continued efforts in ensuring the program always runs like clockwork. To the graduating Hoffman Fellows of the 7th cohort, on behalf of the family, I would like to congratulate each of you on your success and achievements, commend you on your volunteering activities, and on being such phenomenal ambassadors for the Hebrew University and the State of Israel. We are all very proud of you, and we wish you the best of health, success, happiness, and fulfillment, together with your families and in the future. I'll leave you with 2 quotes, one serious and one lighter-hearted. The serious one is, with Professor Gutfreund's permission, from Albert Einstein regarding leadership. The leader is one who, out of the clutter, brings simplicity, out of discord, harmony, and out of difficulty, opportunity. And to finish the lighter-hearted quote, and for the current cohorts, don't get any ideas, to those of you who received honors, awards, and distinctions, I say well done. And to the C students, I say you too may one day be President of the United States. George W. Bush. Thank you very much.